Good morning, YouTube. I just had an epiphany or a download under the shower, whatever that means, and I'm coming on quickly to tell it because otherwise I may forget it. And the epiphany is about, once again, trauma. The trauma we all maybe have experienced. Hold on, I'm still here. It's so funny. No, I have to do the disclaimer to all that are coming on today. Und zwar, I will be talking about themes that may be traumatic to some people. Traumatic. Yes. And please use your discernment. If you cannot cope with this, then watch another video. So I use my disclaimer. I am looking for a special card at the same time. I use my disclaimer. This is my only public channel that I communicate with the world. And it's a free channel. And I don't have any paid channel. And I never had any paid channel. And when there exists a paid channel, or if there had existed a paid channel that looked like me, used pictures and other voice and things of me that claimed to be me, you can also still report these channels that already have been deleted. And I don't have any free channel that communicates with the world outside on no platform whatsoever. And if there is something, or there has been something, you would help me if you report it. So I search this card because I want to talk about trauma and the response. I realized myself that Chariot. Nee. I realized myself that there is a difference in, or there's a some stages in reacting to some triggers, and there are multiple possibilities to react on triggers. Das war's nicht. I'm searching for other. Maybe he's all the way at the back of my deck. Ich hab's gefunden. Okay, I found it. And I want to show you right now. But first of all, let me tell you, the download I had under the shower is that when you have already the pain that something really traumatic happened in your life, for example, just as an example, for example, the death of a loved person, or even family member, or the suicide of a loved one or a family member, to just mention one of the bigger traumas. There are the first reaction is to retrieve yourself inside, but I just know it today, looking back on my journey. I didn't know this then, but now today I know that there's a process that happens when you have bigger traumas, that you retrieve yourself, you go inside, you cut off certain parts of yourself because you have to cut them off. It's so painful, you would not survive if you wouldn't cut them off. And now, to go on with my message, what I want to connect to this information is that there are people, and there will always be people, that are miserable and weak inside, and they look out for wounded other persons, and traumatized kids or adults are wounded massively. And there are people that have a good sensor for hurt people, and as they are miserable and hurt themselves, they attack, they like to attack wounded people. And as a normal reaction, as a trauma reaction, you get triggered. And what I wanted to tell you today is there are different possibilities to react on triggers, but you have to be aware of being triggered. And this takes time. I couldn't understand this earlier, in my earlier years. So there are different graduations, different strengths in which you can react. And I want to show you one card. What is usually when you are triggered, there is the all or nothing response, and I want to explain it with this picture. It's the Knight of Wands. Acorns is Wands in this deck. And as you can imagine how the movement of this animal is, oh my god, I don't know the word in English. Let me look it up. Translate. You already know it. You know the word. But I want to know it myself. Wild boar. It's a wild boar, and you can all imagine how this, when it's exaggerated and full of power, how this animal walks. So it's more trampling than walking, and it's rushing, and it's maybe yeah, so show and not hide, it's not even hiding or trying to hide its exaggeration. It just storms ahead. And I would like to explain to you, as a trauma reaction, you do this in the beginning when you are not so much aware of your traumas, as I had been in earlier years. You just react, and you cannot control the reaction, and you cannot control the intensity of the reaction. And what I now understood is that people take it as a show. So they take their popcorn, lean back, and watch you. How you, as already wounded, react on further threats. And I want to tell you from my experience and from my point of view that I have today, that there is a way to control and also to avoid the trigger reaction. You have to be very discerning and very aware and very attentive to yourself and to the what's coming towards you. But it's possible, and I'm experiencing and experimenting myself right now with this, and it's very interesting and very exciting, and it's like a training in a fitness center. You have to train it. You have to evaluate what went good and what didn't go good, and then try again next time and train as a muscle. You can train your trauma reaction like a muscle, and you can train to react less, or in the best case to ignore the threat. What you see as a threat, what for not wounded people it's maybe no threat at all, but for people that are already in defending mode. And I want to show you something else because it's so funny for me. Warte. Now as I show you the overview, I want to tell it to my 7 viewers of my video yesterday. Can you see? 7 views 22 hours ago. And maybe to the three and a half more that are still coming on to my video over the days and months. To my 7 viewers of yesterday, when you come back again today, this is my advice for you. And that's also important to, was heißt jetzt das wieder? Das habe ich doch vorher noch gewusst. Wait, I look it up. Thank God there's a handy. Observe. Thank God. You observe, I said it already, you observe yourself and you observe the environment and the things that are happening to you or that you feel are happening to you. And you can train. And I will, according to our topic today, I will choose one card of my beloved Healing the Inner Child deck. Oracle, genau. I will take one card for you. Choose one card for you. What I also wanted to say to you is that there is no limit of what you can do or what you can't do. Because what other people tell you that it's not possible and that you will never achieve it, it's their limitations in their head, because maybe they don't have the courage to change or to expand their personality. So don't listen to people that try to hold you down and keep you down and keep you small and say, oh, you will never achieve this. And also be cautious when people are always acting to you like they put you in boxes or in drawers and say you are always like this and you are always like this and never can you do this. And okay, good. This was quick. I have one. I show you the quest. I love these pictures. Look how he's sitting. Oh, and watching to the sun. Oh, is it the moon? Maybe it's the moon. So I will read it for you. The quest. Life requires courage from the moment we take our first breath until we release our last. To be alive is to be vulnerable and experience times of trial. Courage exists in the smallest moments, when we take a breath instead of lashing out to a loved one, when we give of ourselves selflessly, when we stand against injustice, when we love and open our hearts, exposing what is most tender. I will read this again. Courage exists in the smallest moments, when we take a breath instead of lashing out at a loved one, when we give of ourselves selflessly, when we stand against injustice, when we love and open our hearts, exposing what is most tender. This card invites you to call on your courage and take a fresh look at your life quest. What is your creative vision for the earth and our global community? What dreams did you have as a child for our world? This sacred calling holds a clue to your creative purpose and destiny in this lifetime. There are no contributions too small. Each action performed with love and kindness is a sacred contribution to our planet. This card is here to remind you that what you do matters, not to put any extra pressure on your adult shoulders, but each choice you make is an important to our collective. As a child, did you ever feel that you were a brave adventurer on a quest? What were you seeking on the quest of becoming who you are today? Reflect on the fortitude and resilience it took to become who you are in this moment. Look at your younger self and say, I honor your courage. You did your best, and that is more than enough for me. Bring yourself to the moment of the last breath you will take in this lifetime. Look back on your life and ask yourself if you succeeded in your quest. Did you accomplish what you were seeking? Did you become a person you admire? Write down 3 reasons why your life was or wasn't a complete success. What do you wish you would have done differently? Write that down too. As you read your answers, be curious about how these self-evaluations can inform your life today. Transform them into present tense statements. For example, if you wrote, my life wasn't a complete success because I wasn't fulfilled in my work, you would then write, I wish I had a fulfilling work life, and transform it to, I'd enjoy a fulfilling work life. Continue this writing process with each of the reasons you listed as to why your life wasn't a complete success. Your wishes and desires are dynamic and alive, and bringing them to the present moment and seeing them already taking place creates a powerful shift. Trust your ability to make the needed changes, and if your life was a complete success, congratulations. Write down some new dreams and desires. I will show you the card again. Oh my god, they are so heartwarming. I love them. I love it. It's so beautiful. Be open, I have to say to myself, honored to Joyce Meyer. Joyce Meyer, greetings to you when you hear this from my 7 viewers. Ain't that funny? I love it. Oh, when you hear it from my 7 viewers, Joyce Meyer, in honor to you, I have to say this message to myself. Stay vulnerable, stay open, and be open for miracles in your life. I have to say it to myself, as I said, and I have to think it myself. And we all have to stay open and to be vulnerable, because in my history, to be vulnerable was a weakness, was seen as a weakness. And it is a weakness, of course, it is a weakness when you are vulnerable, but when we are not vulnerable, we cannot receive. We cannot give love and we cannot receive love, because we are in our built in our brick cage, in our cage built of bricks around us, and nothing can get out and nothing can get in. That's what I had for today, for my download and my epiphany. And I wish you a wonderful day today.